Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to learn how to make lemon bars. Who does not like a good tart lemon bar? Really simple, easy recipe to follow. If you have fresh lemons in your neighborhood, use them because they are so much better than the store-bought. So make friends with a neighbor who has a lemon tree, or plant one like I just did, but I don't have any lemons yet, I'm just waiting. So here we go. We'll get started. Okay, for making the lemon bar crust, I measured out 2 cups of all-purpose flour, mixed it in with 1 cup of confectionery sugar, otherwise known as powdered sugar, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Mixed it up together, sifted it through the sifter. Then I took 2 sticks of butter and melted those down until they were nice and melted. Added it to the powder mixture. Mixed it with a wooden spoon because the oil will be kind of hot. So then you take your hands and you mix it into a ball so it's nice and soft and still warm. Then you're going to take that, you're going to place it into your prepared baking dish. This is a little tricky. So you want to start in the middle, push down and out, because you need to form as even a crust at the bottom as you can get. So I start with a ball in the middle and start pressing with both hands, down and out. Then once it's gotten about halfway there, then I just start working on one side. And again, press down and out. So you're spreading it out, kind of like a pizza dough. And you want to get it as even as possible, but you don't want to form a crust going up too high on the edges. So it takes a little time, a little patience. Takes a little practice. I've done it enough times to know kind of when the thickness is correct. So once you do one side, then you go in the middle because you usually have more dough there. And you just keep pressing until you get to the edge. A special thing that I like to do is add some fresh lemon zest to the crust before it bakes. So I've zested 1 lemon, making sure not to get any of the white part because that part makes it bitter. So the zest is on top of the crust. I'm going to go over it one more time and press the zest into the bottom of the crust. Make sure it's all in there. And again, try to get it as even as possible. That way it bakes evenly. So now it's going to go into a 350-degree oven and bake for about 10 to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You want to take it out as soon as it starts browning. Okay, while the crust is baking, you're going to make the filling. It's so easy. We're going to crack 6 eggs into this large bowl. I always use a small bowl cracking eggs because you never know. You end up with a bad egg and you mix it into everything you've got and you have to throw the whole thing out. Okay, we've got 6 eggs here. Now we need usually about 6 lemons will give you the 3 tablespoons of zest that we need. So we're going to zest right into the eggs. And zesting right over your food adds an extra lemony taste because the oils from the lemon zest get into your food. So there's 1. And again, keep moving the lemon around so you don't get any of the white part because that's bitter. Okay, I've added the zest of 6 lemons to the eggs, and now I need a 1/2 cup of fresh lemon juice. And just a little inside information here, I have a wonderful neighbor, Judy, who has a lemon tree, and I'm making these lemon bars for her to thank her for the lemons that she provides me with. So if you have a neighbor who has a lemon tree, make a friend and get fresh lemons, because nothing like a fresh lemon. They don't compare to the ones you get in the grocery store. So I need a half a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. So when you're using lemon juice and lemon zest in a recipe, be sure to zest your lemons first for obvious reasons. So let's see how many it takes to get a half cup. Now you're going to add half a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. You're going to have 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 3 cups of sugar. This here. Now you're going to mix it with a hand mixer until it's nice and creamy and well blended. Alright, your crust is out of the oven. It's completely cool. Your filling is all done. Now you're going to put it into the oven at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes. And just keep an eye on it. Some ovens vary, so you don't want it to get too brown. Just when it starts getting brown is when you want to pull it out of the oven. Perfect. Okay, the lemon bars have been in the refrigerator overnight. They're nice and chilled. So now we're going to take them out of the pan and we're going to sprinkle them with powdered sugar and then cut the bars the size that we want. It takes a little work to make sure that it's not stuck to the dish. So even though you have the parchment paper there, anything that goes above the parchment paper is going to stick. So you want to work your knife around to make sure that you've loosened as much as you can. Actually more on the edges. Give it a little test to see if it's going to. That's why you leave a little longer edges on the parchment paper. It's still pretty tight in there. Let me go around again. It helps if you take it out about maybe 15-20 minutes and let it come to room temperature a little bit, which I didn't do this time, and it softens it up a little bit. So let's lift it up. You leave these edges like a little taller on the ends just for that reason. Okay, let's do that. Now, fun part, we're almost done. We're going to take some powdered sugar. I really can't tell you how much. There's no really measurement to it. You just gotta use whatever you think you need. I put a bowl underneath so it doesn't make a big mess. A couple of tablespoons full. And then just sprinkle it over the top. Important part of making lemon bars is that you do not put the powdered sugar on the finished baked product until it's completely chilled out of the refrigerator. If you put this on while it's still warm, the powdered sugar will just melt away. So you get as much as you want on there. Some of it will come off when you're cutting it. Okay, we've got that much. Now we're going to slice. What I do is start in the middle. Just kind of eyeball it. Some people use a ruler. I'm not that fussy. So in the middle, nice big sharp knife, and go all the way down until you hear the crust crack. Then you know you've got it all the way through. got two separate pieces. There. Then do the same thing with each side. Half and half. And it's going to crack, but that's fine. Down the middle until you hear that crack. And there you go. All right, lemon bars all done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you've learned something. Give them a try. They sound complicated, but they're not. Again, if you have fresh lemons in the neighborhood, they're the best way to go because there is a difference. Enjoy. See you next time.